Hi, here we go again. I'm on my own again because it's the same day and they're still gone, and I want to have our stuff today, or at least because we went away to Rogers and Melody's for Thanksgiving, but I had already taken my turkey out and it was already half thawed. I didn't want to put it back in the freezer, so today we're doing turkey. I'm going to show you how I'm going to cut it up and whatnot, and this is probably going to be too long of a video. Sorry, folks. The main stuff is the beginning. Don't leave these things in. I didn't even know people did until I went to Roger and Melody's, and somebody there said they did. It's plastic. Have you ever smelled burning plastic? Yuck, gross. Throw it away. I'll put it in the trash later. Okay. So, I saw this on YouTube, and I love the idea. Especially like today, I'm making my turkey, middle of the day, whatever. And I want to cook it fast, but slow, you know what I mean? And I don't want to mess with a bag, and I don't want to get out the electric roaster because it's packed up, blah, 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 blah. But I want it to cook fast. I want it to be good. I want it to be moist. So, I think it was, that Lisa Dawn, she cuts hers up before she ever puts it in. And I thought, that is genius. Because that way you get it all done. I'm not going to this first time I'm ever doing this, so this is not an instructional video. It's just giving you an idea for you to try and figure out on your own and see if it works for you, because that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to find out if this works for me. Okay, never done this before. That was pretty easy. I also did put the stuff from the bag, the liver, the heart, whatever, and the turkey neck in here because that'll help make some good gravy. So, we are just going to basically, cut little Mr. Turkey up. Pretty easy. Turkeys aren't that complicated. And if you've ever cut up a chicken, you can cut up a turkey. I'm sure everybody has. It's just like your grind. But look how much easier this is than if I was there trying to do it all nice and neat after it cooked. Yeah, this so far I think is easier. So yeah, that other wing came off easier. I must have, there we go, I got it now. Okay, that wing. Now let's get this leg. And you know what I love about this? Look at how easy that is. Look at that. That is so easy. What I love about this is I end up with one of those really expensive turkey breasts that you never get on sale at Thanksgiving. And you pay 3 or 4 times as much for. And that's why I never buy them. And I always buy at least 2 or 3 turkeys. This year I only got 2. But I guess I took a little bit more off of this leg than that leg. That's okay though. And because we're gonna just stuff this baby and then put it in there too. Okay. So I'm gonna push that aside. Da, 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 da. Here we go. It's just the 3 of us. So I didn't make a whole lot of stuffing. We don't want leftovers for days. I'm not going to make turkey this and turkey that. I will probably take the dark meat off the bone after it cooks, put it in a bag. And actually I could debone it now, but I'm not going to. Because I do want that bony, I want that stuff in there for the flavor. But anyways, and put it in the freezer, and then later I can have turkey soup, turkey and noodles, or whatever, but I'm not going to cook that all, have it all right now. I know this is appalling to a lot of people. I know a lot of people think, oh, first of all, you shouldn't ever stuff a turkey. Salmonella, da da da. You're cooking it till it's dead. Okay? You cook it long enough that it kills all that crap. And if you're not, then you're going to die, whether you stuffed it or not. I do it my mother's way. Poultry seasoning or sage, this jar, I fill it up. Because I buy lots of little ones and I fill it up. Or I buy a big one and I, whatever. Anyways, this is just the convenience thing. I've not been using this. I don't even know if they still make this stuff. But anyways, my son loves mine. I make it just like my mother. Yes, yes, yes. Way too much sage, or in this case, poultry seasoning, which is basically sage. And a lot of butter, onions, and celery seed. Garrett likes it better when I use celery seed over real celery. I think it's a texture thing. Because let's face it, a lot of people don't like the way celery feels. And my mother oftentimes would use celery seed instead of celery. Especially if it wasn't this time of year. Okay, my cake is out of the oven, so I got to, or timer's going off. I gotta test it. So, handy dandy toothpicks to test my cake. Isn't this how kitchens always are? Or is it just mine? My cake is perfect, but I gotta get something to get it out of the oven. I told you this was gonna be a long video today. So my pumpkin cake is done. It didn't rise super high. I should have probably added a little baking powder to it to help make it rise a little bit better. Okay, so yeah, I gotta mix this up with my hands. So let me wash them real quick because I've been touching everything, you know. Okay, so I did a couple sticks of butter and my onions and my celery seed and my sage on the stove for several hours today so they could all, what I call marry. They could all, the flavors could simmer together and melt together and become one beautiful, beautiful flavor. Okay, because we don't want bites that taste like onion, bites that taste like celery seed. And yes, mine is very dark, and that's how my son likes it. This is really his only thing he ever has really, truly enjoyed about Thanksgiving. I mean, he likes mashed potatoes, and he does prefer turkey, or at least he used to when he was a child, prefer the turkey over chicken or steak. Now I do think he likes some other meat. But when he was little, he didn't like a lot of meat. Okay. So here we go again. Now, we got that. See, I should have left on this side a little bit more meat on that one leg. I think that, but it's gonna work out, okay? Just because you screw something up doesn't mean it's ruined. If that was the case, everything in my life would be ruined. My children would be ruined. My marriage would be ruined. My cleaning routines would be ruined. My laundry would, yeah. We could just go on and on. Okay? You just adjust. You're like, oops, I made a mistake. Sorry, I made a mistake. Let's fix that mistake. Okay, I have extra. And I don't know how this is going to so much work here. Usually I would, these pockets, I'd stuff extra stuffing in those when I had it all together. And I would, so I'm going to stuff it in the back, which I always would do that too. Stuff a bunch back there. glad I didn't do more. I thought about going to the store and buying bread for this. And so I'm glad I didn't, because this was more than enough for this little teeny tiny turkey. Okay, so we're going to have to close this up somehow. How are we going to close it up? I think I'm going to, I don't know. Because I pretty much ruined that, huh? Okay, I'm going to get some toothpicks. I know, my hands are covered in turkey, everyone. Don't be flipping out. Oh my gosh. I can hear the comments already from the Salmonella police. Folks, it's really okay. It really, really is. Okay? I might have to get out metal skewers, but we're going to try just kind of. And I had a couple pieces of crust. Okay. So I'm going to put this skewer all the way through to hold that there, okay? And I think it's going to be okay like that. That's going to keep it mostly closed. All right. And I do like it stuffed because I think it adds to the flavor. Now, what am I going to do in this little pan with this giant skewer? I don't know. Let's dump that in there so that we can get this in here. Let's get rid of this. And we'll just kind of put all this down in here. Okay. This is going to make it cook so much faster. And no, I'm not putting it on a rack. I've never put my turkeys on a rack. I don't put my hams on a rack. You know what? Do you put your roast beef on a rack? No. Why do you need to do that with anything else? You don't. Now I'm going to really flip a lot more people out. Because y'all know, waste not, want not. And y'all know, all those store-bought oils and everything are terrible for you. They're all man-made. Our ancestors did this for hundreds and thousands of years. So that's what we're doing. Okay? Yes, you know what that was? Everything's thoroughly covered in it now. That was bacon grease. Yes, I used bacon grease. Oh my, oh my, oh my. Okay, sprinkle it with some poultry seasoning. And a little celery seed. Just a tad bit of garlic. My family loves garlic. And I don't see onion powder. Okay, I don't know where my onion powder is. So I'm gonna go, I have an idea. Got a bunch of little tiny onions that are just freaky little. I don't even know why I bought them. Okay, so we have the onion flour flavor. Okay, so now what? We need some water. Okay, we're going to start with 2 cups. Put the lid in, on, put it in the oven. I'm going to start out nice and slow because I have a good 4 hours before this has to be done. This was only like a 11-pound turkey to start with. So I'm going to start out nice and slow, see how it's doing because I've never done this before. We'll just go with it. We don't have a set time. This is a Saturday. This is the Saturday after Thanksgiving. And then this way too, I'll know if I can do this the next time like the kids are out and I cook that other turkey that I have. This is going to be wonderful. I just know it. You know what? I think maybe I should throw a couple carrots in here to sweeten it up. What do you think? I think I might. But that'll be for off camera because I have to peel them and everything. All right, so this is an experiment. I hope you try something new and fun this holiday season too. Or whatever you make that second turkey that you bought. Alrighty, everyone. You have a wonderful, happy day. See ya.